Hi, my name is Natasha Taylor-Bryson, and here are my top 10 moments of episode 12 of the CW's Dynasty. Number 1, Crystal's power ruffles. So Dynasty they get their own shout out. These are no ordinary ruffles. They're pink, they're crimped, and they run all the way from her waist around her neck and back down the other side. Crystal with a K would have been so proud. But are they suitable for the office, I hear you say? Yes, when styled with glasses and tied back hair. Number 2, the Prairie Skirt, a crime against Fallon. Fallon fired her assistant for assaulting her eyes with her hippie attire. As we know from the Patchouli comment last week, she's not a fan of anything that even hints of granola. So Fallon is on a quest to find a new assistant. She conducts the interviews wearing head to toe red. And as with Alexis in the original series, when she is wearing this much red, everyone should scarper. Fallon's interview technique is somewhere between interrogator and cult leader. When she lets slip that she's looking for a new assistant in front of Sammy Joe, he is all over it like ugly on an ape. Fallon's reluctant but asks him one question: Katie or Taylor? And Sam's response gets him the job. Easy, Fallon. A real boss doesn't insert themselves into fights. Number 3, food delivery Carrington style. Whether it's delivered in bed, on wheels, or in a basket, the key is to have not made any of it yourself or have to clear it up. I think I counted about 5 servants bringing in that lavish breakfast in bed for Blake and Crystal, and Blake doesn't even want it. Fallon is missing Stephen, so pops over to Edgewood with 2 servants in tow, who serve up their food, who pinion themselves to the wall of Stephen's small living room in an attempt to make themselves invisible, while Fallon, Sam and Stephen bemoan their lot in life. And my favourite food delivery moment of the episode was towards the end, when Fallon arrives at Stephen's dressed as Little Red Riding Witch, and she even has a basket. It's bloody fantastic. Stephen questions Fallon about its home cook status. Fallon qualifies with, when I say home cook, I mean I curated a selection of fine foods at home and a maid provided the basket. Number 4, secrets. This time it's Blake with the secrets. And like Crystal, Blake has secrets behind secrets that are wrapped in other secrets. Crystal is horrified that Blake paid to bribe Senator Daniels when he was a judge. The fact that he did it to make sure that Alexis didn't get custody and run off with the kids softens her a little, even when she finds out that Blake kept it from Stephen and Fallon, so they just think their mother abandoned them. I have to say, Crystal has a very high and mighty attitude, considering that she herself has stabbed a man and stolen a wedge of cash. Number 5, Paul Leonard Morgan. Paul is Dynasty's soundtrack composer. He's particularly known for fusing orchestra with electronica. I really enjoy the musicscape that underpins Dynasty, particularly in this episode where Fallon's interviews are conducted against a great piece of music, which I would like as my morning alarm. Paul did the hypnotic soundtrack to the Errol Morris documentary Wormwood that's running on Netflix at the moment. It is really good if you can catch it. Number 6, Sam is channeling Dr. Phil. Stephen and Sam are getting set up in their new apartment with varying amounts of enthusiasm. Both are on the hunt for jobs. Stephen manages to score with a job as a director of a philanthropic arm of a corporation, and he describes it as steady work. Sam is not impressed. If you're going to go through all this trouble to be poor, the least you can do is be passionate. And he's got a fair point. At the casino party, Blake congratulates Stephen on his new job. Apparently the CEO of the company that just hired him is an old Yale chum, and suddenly the stability seems to be a little tainted, which leads us to number 7. Stephen hears the winds of change calling. Stephen's conversation with the obnoxious Senator Daniels points him in a new direction. He decides to run for office, and he's gonna get flayed alive. Number 8, the palliative effect of drinks and diamonds. The senator's wife, Melissa Daniels, played by the beautiful Kelly Rutherford, almost steals the show. First we meet her with her husband, Senator Daniels, at the Carrington Atlantic offices, and he is repugnant from the start. Crystal entertains Melissa while the blokes go off to go over a speech for the party. In Crystal's office, Melissa practically sprints for the drinks trolley. This is not a happy woman. She must be on something good though, because she's got that gauzy smile that screams that diamonds and drinks are not numbing as successfully as they once did. She's cast herself as Crystal's ghost of marriage future, telling Crystal she's on the same pitiable path, although Crystal's having none of it. Having learned that the senator is inaugurating some new alt-right policies in his speech at the party, Crystal abandons Blake to deal with the senator and his wife alone. Melissa has a great line in asking Blake, "Did you lock her in the wine cellar like your other wife?" And Blake says, and it's almost inaudible, "It was only one time." Crystal can't escape Melissa all night. When she finally catches up with her, Melissa points to her husband, who is standing talking rather closely to a slim blonde. One of his regulars, Melissa says. Crystal says she's sorry. I mean, what can she say? She's only known the woman 5 minutes. "Oh well," Melissa says, "the marriage died years ago." But the thing that I really miss are the trips to Bora Bora, courtesy of Blake Carrington. I mean, he takes the tramp now. Bitch always has a tan. Number 9. Fallon's PSA on how to deal with a lech. First, don't pretend it's not happening. Confront him straight away.
Were you just checking out my ass, you sicko?
Second, if he continues, shut him down.
Look, the fantasy where you're smart and funny and appealing to women only exists on your laptop.
Third, if he goes to touch you, know that your shoes are weapons.
I know self-defense, and I will shove my Louboutin so far into your ass.
And finally, if he says he was looking at a piece of bacon stuck to your bum, he's lying. Number 10. Monica's compass struggles to find true north. Our moral compass, that is Monica, looks pretty steady for most of the episode. She pushes away Fallon's advances at re-establishing their friendship, citing her scars as reasons. Then Jeff hits her with an avalanche of information. Their father is in jail because of Blake, their mother had an affair with Blake. Jeff needs her to make up with Fallon so that she can persuade Fallon to get back together with Jeff so that he can marry Fallon and thereby take over control of her Carrington Atlantic shares and thus begin the takedown of the family. And this is why I love soap operas. Monica is horrified and tells him that if he does that, he'll be worse than Blake. At the party after making up with Fallon, Jeff thanks her. What does Monica do? She slaps him like it's a 1930s movie. In an episode where the word integrity swirls around, unable to stick to anyone or anything, Monica looks like a beacon of hope. That is until the final scene when she tells Jeff she wants in on the Carrington takedown. That the slap was, as she puts it, to sell a different story to Michael. War has been declared and the Carringtons have no idea.
I knew we weren't that ugly. I knew it.